Hey, welcome back everybody to Las Vegas Shared Media. I have another fantastic video for you. This time we did visit the Walmart neighborhood market. I have not been there in quite some time now, so I wanted to show you what it looked like inside. So come on, let's go. First up, we have your apples. Now, there was a lot of empty crates here with the apples. It looked like they had plenty. They don't have really too many bagged apples, but the price, $1.22 for one apple, is just insane to me. I mean, granted, they look good. They were decent sized, but prices definitely went up on those. All right, here we are now at your onions. I actually did buy a bag of these. Shrinkflation did get the best of the onions. You are now buying less. And a lot of the packages actually had already bad onions in there with black spots on them, and they want you to pay $3.24. All right, here we are now at your eggs. There was some gaps, but overall it didn't look too bad. For a 12-pack of eggs, it is $3.38. For a 18 count, I believe it was $6.48. I didn't get the exact amount on that. They started doubling up the 18-pack. Yeah, that's right. Taping 2 cartons together and then charging $10 for that. That's what I saw, $9.98. Never seen them do that before. I don't know what's going on with that. But that's why I can't stress enough, having your own chickens does have its benefits. If you're able to do something like that, I'd highly recommend it. I'd highly consider it if possible. All right, here we are now at your popcorn. I decided to get some items that we don't normally talk about a whole lot. There was definitely a shortage in the popcorn. I have a specific type of popcorn that I really, really enjoy. But a lot of the times, you can't find it or get a hold of it. They actually did have some here this time, so I did go ahead and grab some of the Cheetos cheddar popcorn. That is my favorite, and that actually went down in price because it was almost $5 at one point. Now it's $3.98, and it's stayed like that for quite a while now. All right, here we are now at your box of chips. Your bulk items. There is shortages here, but man, look at that price. Over $15 for 28 of those. Not worth it. Not worth it. I think these used to be anywhere from $7 to $10, and then they went to $11. Now they're at over $15. That's insane. It's not worth it. All right, now we are at the rest of your potato chips. There was a lot of shortages here, a lot of gaps, and the prices have went way up on a lot of this stuff. They are really trying to limit our options so we have less to choose from. All right, here we are now at your broths. You got your beef broth, your chicken broth, your vegetable broth, whatever else broth. I didn't check out the prices on this. I probably should have. I did buy 1 can because beef broth in the cans has been kind of hard to find. I'm sure some of you have noticed this already. I just wanted to point that out. So whenever possible, if you see it, you might as well pick it up before you're not able to. All right, here we are now at some juices and cold coffees. I don't know what's going on here, but there's always seems to be a huge shortage within the cold coffees. I don't get it. All right, here we are now at your Campbell's soups and some other soups here. There is a shortage within the soups, and the aisles have also gotten really small compared to what they used to be. But man, look at that price. $1.72 just for 1 can of chicken noodle soup that they've now shrinkflated. You get like not even 1 carrot in it anymore and less noodles. All right. Who is buying this stuff seriously? Who in their right mind would buy this stuff at $8.52 a can? I am sorry, honey, but you're not that special. That is ridiculous. Who's really spending $8.52 on a can of tomato sauce? Seriously. Grow your own. I recommend it. Grow your own. Alright, here we are now at your ragu sauce. I don't know whether I should be thankful, grateful, or whatever after what I just saw. The $8.52 can of Rao's sauce. This one is $2.24, which is a lot better than $8.52. However, I still think that's a little bit too high for spaghetti sauce. There was a shortage within the spaghetti sauce, and they also shortened the area for the spaghetti sauce as well. Alright, here we are now at your noodles. There was a lot of gaps and shortages in the noodles. They also condensed this part of the aisle down too, so it's much smaller, less options to choose from, less suppliers. I did add some prices on here too to give you an idea of what the noodles will cost you nowadays. $1.84 for the Barilla and 98 cents for the Great Value bow ties. Alright, here we are now at your Bush's baked beans. There was definite shortages here. Wanted to show you the price. It's $2.22. I think that is the sales price. It used to be like $2.49 for one can, so that has went down some. Alright, you guys. This here is not looking too good. This was pretty much all they had as far as your canned vegetables goes. This is awful. The aisle was extremely small. All I really remember seeing was green beans and some corn. It was very little corn. I got some prices here for you too. $1.48 for one can of green beans. That is insane. I mean, what it costs you now to get the nutrients and things that you need to survive. That's horrible. Alright, you guys, now I wanted to show you the corn. This is literally all they had as far as the corn goes. There wasn't much here at all. $1.68 per can. That is crazy. I guess we won't go over that again. I think you all know. Alright, you guys, I really need to discuss the hamburger with you. I could not believe what I was seeing when I was at the hamburger. Now, the hamburger doesn't look overly bad, but yes, the aisle has been condensed to a much smaller version. But you see the ground beef rolls up there? Those are 3 pounds. I had to do a double take, a triple take. I had to get real close to the label because they had 3 pounds listed in small writing. And I just could not believe that it is $16.44 for 3 pounds of your regular hamburger. I was shocked. That is $5.48 per pound. That is insane. I don't know how a lot of people are making it. But eventually things are going to be more devastating if they aren't already. Alright, here we are now at the gravy packets. I just wanted to get a quick photo of this and show you what that's looking like. Still can't find pork gravy. I'm telling you, if you guys see pork gravy and you're a pork gravy fan, you might as well pick it up because it's not easy to find. Everywhere I go, I always check. And if there is a pack or two, I'll grab them up. Alright, here we are now at your pickles. This area was very small to me. Not like it used to be. Less brands to choose from. The pickles were $2.98 just for a small jar. Alright, here now at your ranch. Ranch, you didn't have much to choose from. The aisle used to be much larger than this. Ranch is pretty popular. Ranch will now cost you $4.74 for a small thing of ranch. That is ridiculous. Alright, I wanted to point out the specialty oils like the olive oil specifically. There has been a major shortage in the olive oil department. As you see, there really isn't much to choose from here. They do have more of the bigger ones at the bottom than they do of the smaller ones. And if you get a smaller one, it's going to cost you $6.72 for that small thing of olive oil. All right, here we are now at your vegetable oil. As you see, they do have a little bit of overstock, but not much. Almost every single aisle was like that, where they didn't have a whole lot of stuff above on the very top shelf there. Vegetable oil, I have always showed this. Some stores is worse than others. The aisles are way smaller. There's always gaps. Sometimes there's major shortages. It's going to cost you $9.98 for a standard thing of vegetable oil. All right, you guys, this was not a pretty sight to see here. They didn't have much all-purpose flour or bread flour available. They only had like those specialty flours mostly, which, you know, people buy it, but not as much as they do the bread or the all-purpose. So this is not looking good. All right, here we are now with the chicken. There was definite shortages in the chicken. So it did kind of surprise me that for the chicken legs there, or the drumsticks, or the thighs, $1.66 will get you some of that. Now, I don't think that's overly a bad price. Probably a little bit up from what it used to be. But still, I think that is the cheapest meat that you can get right now. All right, here we are now at your Hunt's tomato sauce. There was some gaps here. The aisle has been condensed. It's going to cost you $1.34 for just one can of Hunt's tomato sauce. Ridiculous. All right, now we are at your Bounty paper towels. Now, honestly, is any of you guys buying this stuff at $22.18? Any of you? I know it's not worth it to me if I'm just going to wash my hands or wipe something, or I'm not going to spend $22.18 for something I'm throwing away. Doesn't make any sense to me. That's ridiculous. These people are way price gouging, and it's not right. Okay, so I showed you the Bounty. Now I want to show you the generic paper towels. Still not any better at $15.84. Alright, so I decided to go on to the beauty department, and not because I was covering shortages here. I wanted to show you exactly what's happening in a lot of the Walmarts now. Instead of hiring a cashier and having them sit back there and help customers out and keep an eye on the department, they would rather inconvenience the consumer than pay an employee to sit back there and monitor the area. This is why I will not shop majority of the times at Walmart. I'll go in here and show you what things look like. But I don't think it's right. I don't think it's good customer service to inconvenience the customer. Just because some people steal, I have to be inconvenienced because they don't want to pay for a cashier to sit back there and watch the department. Like Smith's does. They have a cashier now that sits there and watches the beauty department. They didn't lock up all their stuff behind lock and key. Why couldn't Walmart do the same? It is efficient. It does work. And there's even cameras in these aisles. But yet, everything's under lock and key. It doesn't make sense now, does it? How many of you truly feel the same way that I do when it comes to this? You basically have a camera down the aisle of the beauty department watching the locked up cases. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. If you feel the same way or if you don't, please leave a comment. Let everyone else know what you think of how Walmart does their shelving now. Alright, that does it for today's video. I really want to thank you guys so much for sticking around until the end. I really hope that you got something out of today's video that will help you better prepare. If there is something that I didn't put in this video that you would like me to put in next video, please do let me know in the comments below, and also state what state you are from so I can list that in my video as well. As always, take it away, Jason.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell.